Chapter 8, securing our borders and ending immigration. When I was president, we had the best border in the world. People came from all over the world to admire our border, but now we have the worst border in the world, possibly the worst of all time. Even the Canadians have a better border than we do, and they have a terrible border. Our borders are completely open. Millions of illegal immigrants, Biden immigrants, migrants, I call them, are pouring into our country every month. Immigration Joe is letting everybody in: terrorists, criminals, dangerous lunatics, rapists, gangsters, socialists, communists, fascists, and all they want to do is blow up our country. It's amazing they haven't blown us up already, really. Maybe they can't get the explosives, I don't know, but that's what they want to do. They want to blow us to shreds. We don't know where the hell they come from. Some are from countries nobody's even heard of. A lot of them come from places like Gaza, Yemen, and Somalia. They're strong young men with short haircuts and long beards and bad breath. They certainly aren't sexy young women from Slovenia looking for rich old guys, believe me. Love America or else. On minute one, I will stop these bad hombres from invading our country. I will reinstate and expand my famously effective travel ban for terror-infested countries. You know who you are. And we're going to do a strong ideological screening of everyone who wants to come to our country. No longer will we allow America-hating leftists, lunatics, idiots, maniacs, mentally retarded, and religious fanatics from the wrong religions into our country. You have to love our country. You can't hate our country. It's as simple as that. If you're a radical leftist, you're disqualified. If you're a radical jihadist, you're disqualified. If you're a radical environmentalist tree hugger, you're disqualified. If you're a radical anything, you're disqualified, unless you're a radical America lover. The same goes for the millions of foreign nationals that are here legally on student visas, work visas, green cards, and what have you. They have to love America too. Jihad-loving students, anti-Semitic students, professors teaching our children to hate America, we're going to revoke their visas and send them home so fast their America-hating heads will spin. We don't need those people. The greatest wall in the world. To secure our borders, we are going to build a wall that's even bigger than the one I started during the 4 glorious years of my first presidency. This new wall will be made of iron and run all along the Mexican border like an iron curtain. The wall will be drilled 100 feet in the ground and rise 100 feet above it. My Israeli friends tell me that's the wall they're going to put up around Gaza. On the Mexican side, the wall will be coated with poison from the golden poison frog, the most poisonous frog in the world. They tell me this frog is from Colombia and that it's almost extinct, which frankly seems like a good thing to me because it's so poisonous. But because we need it to keep the immigrants out, we're going to bring this frog back big time. We're going to breed millions of them, billions, and then we're going to milk them. I think that's what you do. You milk the poison out of them, or maybe you squeeze it out of them, or you lick them and then spit it out. I don't know. We'll have to ask the Colombians. But we're going to breed them, and then we're going to spray millions of gallons of poisonous frog milk on the Mexican side of the wall. On top of the wall, we're going to run electrified barbed wire and huge motion-activated spikes that will pop up and send 10,000 volts through anyone trying to climb over the wall. Finally, we're going to lay a minefield along the American side of the wall and construct watchtowers manned by robo-machine gunners that will fire at anything larger than a scorpion. And on the other side of the minefield, we're going to build a second wall just as high that will be guarded by a special force I call the Night's Watch. They are highly trained soldiers dressed in black that will guard our borders against the wildlings at all times. Trust me, it's going to be the most impenetrable, secure wall the world has ever seen. If the ancient Romans would have had a wall like this, those barbarians would have never overrun them, and we'd all be speaking Roman today, making deportation great again. Unfortunately, millions of illegal immigrants are already in our country. Some say it's tens of millions. They've snuck in by the millions while Biden was dozing off behind my desk. It happened, folks. He let it happen. These migrants are taking over our towns and cities, doing all kinds of low-paying jobs real Americans don't want to do anymore, like delivering food, picking tomatoes, working in construction, bussing tables, cleaning toilets. Soon they will do all our jobs for us. It's a disgrace. That's why the second I'm back in the White House, this time for good, I will sign a decree ordering our brave men at ICE and some women, I guess, to start deporting every last illegal immigrant in the country. We are going to deport so many people, it's going to be beautiful. We're going to deport more people than any other country in history has ever deported, even more than the Germans. And they deported a lot of people? I mean, like a lot. No doubt some bleeding heart liberals will say it's mean, but I think it's meaner that thousands of people are being killed all over the place. Isn't that more mean? I think so. Who wouldn't think that's meaner? Somebody has got to do something about that, and that someone is me. So yes, I will be saving thousands of lives. You can thank me later. How are we going to deport these tens of millions of illegal immigrants? Simple. We're going to hire illegal immigrants and let them do all the work for us. It's what they do best. We'll have them pick up all the other illegal immigrants and bring them to large detention camps that will be built by the construction immigrants. From there, we'll load them on planes, trains, and automobiles and transport them back to where they came from or somewhere around there. And it will be done quick, folks. Believe me, it will be done so quick you won't believe it. It will be the quickest, cheapest, most efficient mass deportation in the history of the world. And then we'll finally be safe. Believe me, our country is going to be safer than Nazi Germany. In conclusion, Bad Biden has totally opened the borders and invited every terrorist and their grandmother to wreak havoc on our great nation. But that will stop the moment the White House is mine again. I will build us a beautiful wall that will last for 1,000 years, just like our great American Reich Empire nation. We are going to keep those wildlings out, believe me. And we're going to deport so many so fast it will look like our country is deflating. And we're not going to stop until every last illegal immigrant and every America-hating and not totally loving American foreign national is deported out of our country. And then we'll finally have enough space to be happy and safe again. It's going to happen, folks. Believe me, it will happen. Please support my candidacy for president by buying the America I deserve at no good tax dodging, U.S. Postal Service leeching Amazon. Help make the America I Deserve the most popular book on Amazon. Let's show the American people the real Donald Trump.